Slavery is the major type of labor used on Georgia's plantation before the Civil War. The Missouri Compromise is under the legislation. Maine entered the Union as a free state and Missouri entered as a slave state. This also stipulated that slavery would not be allowed north of Missouri's southern border. Nullification in the early 1800s was the belief that a state could refuse to enforce a federal law. Compromise of 1850 was under the legislation. California entered the Union as a free state. The Fugitive Slave Act was passed and slave trading was no longer allowed in the District of Columbia. The Kansas-Nebraska Act was when the legislation created territories but also offered them popular sovereignty on whether or not they could become a free state or a slave state. The Dred Scott case was a court case in which a slave sued for his freedom based on the fact that he had lived in a free state. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the slave could not sue because he was a slave. Secession was a big cause of the Civil War because the states that wanted secession couldn't survive on their own. Abraham Lincoln was the president-elect of 1861. He was the first Republican president and voted against slavery.